All right, folks. So, recently I bought a AMD RX 7900 XTX, specifically the Hellbound model, right? So, I'm just curious, what Chat GPT thinks of the RX 7900 XTX. Then I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. So let's go ahead and ask it, right? This is actually my first time using this software. Um, so I'm sorry, but as of my knowledge cutoff date of 2021, there's no such thing as the AMD RX 7900 XTX. AMD has not announced. Wow. So they don't update this software? That's interesting. All right. Well, that's a bummer. I'm going to ask it what causes GPU coil whine. GPU coil whine is typically caused by the electrical current passing through the inductors on the graphics card. When the electric current flows through these coils, they vibrate and produce an audible high pitched noise, which is what we call coil whine. So, my Hellbound model, oh my God, it is the loudest GPU I've ever had as far as coil whine goes. Um, Quality of the components. So, the Hellbound one obviously was the cheapest RX 7900 XTX. Power draw of the graphics card. Yeah, this thing does pull some power, right? They recommend at least 850 watt power supply, which is what I'm using. The age and wear of the graphics card, well, thing's freaking new, folks. So I don't know about that one. Actually, the way that reads, folks, that tells me this thing is just going to get louder and louder. So that's not a good thing, right? That's kind of scary, actually. Uh, the design and layout of the graphics card, the placement and orientation of the inductors. So, and it says while coil whine can be annoying, it doesn't usually doesn't affect performance or lifespan of the graphics card. Okay, well, that's good to know, right? However, if the coil whine is particularly loud or distracting, some people may choose to try to reduce or eliminate it by adjusting the power settings of the card or replacing it with a different model. Gee, that's simple enough, right? So I could just go on to Amazon and say send this back and get a different one. Maybe I'll do that. All right, so enough of that. Now, my thoughts, folks, on this GPU. Let me pull it up. You've probably seen some of the gaming that I have been doing with it. And if you check out my other channel, folks, you will see the unboxing. You'll see a video that I actually show the coil whine. And so Powercolor. Oh, that's not the right one. Drops 15% below MSRP. Wow. Heck, if that happens with the XTX, folks, I'm sending mine back. Trying to find the actual software that goes with it. Maybe I should just look on Amazon. Screw it. All right, so I apologize that we have kind of gotten sidetracked here. So I'm thinking of opening another channel, folks, gaming only, and we'll have quite a few of these video games on here. But all right, so there it is. There's the one I actually bought. Now, just looking at it overall, it is a sharp card. It actually looks like it's decently made, right? But what we just saw with the coil whine, there are some questions as to whether it is built that well. It does have 3 display ports. We can show that hopefully in one of these views. 3 display ports and 1 HDMI. And you will need, like I said, 850 watt power supply at a minimum. You know, maybe get yourself 1,000 watter, but it takes 3 1x8s. Now, you know, performance wise, I'm pretty darn happy with this. You can see it's getting a 4.5 out of 5390 for this model. And this isn't even the right model, dang it. Here we are, folks, not even looking at the right model. There it is. Sorry. But you can see people are pretty happy with that one. This one's scoring less. When we look at the ratings, read here. Yeah, it's a big card. I don't know if it's as big as my RTX 3090 though, but there you go. Great GPU, but pretty bad coil whine. So this person obviously feels the same. But you know, folks, performance is, at least for what I have, I think it's the best card I have currently. Now, if you can look at the price, you know, for the price, $1,000, that ain't that bad. Actually, that sucks. It's kind of overpriced, but you know, considering what it is performance-wise, $1,000 is a good price. Now, I did not get this free game, so they're still advertising it, and they did not give me the game. Makes me want to send it back just on that, right? So keep that in mind. You may not get this game for free, and you may get ticked off. Like I'm a little ticked off. 24 gigs. Now the only thing I haven't ran this at, I don't have my 8K TV yet, so you know, how good is 24 gigs for that? Good question. But definitely pretty solid for 1440p and 4K. So you can see some of the information. That is 13.31 inches long. And out of the, you know, between it and the Red Devil, that's a little shorter. A little shorter than everything but this Sapphire Nitro Plus. Man, that thing's humongous. So if you don't want a massive card, that may not be the way to go. But yeah, do I recommend it? No. Mainly because of the coil whine. Performance-wise, it's good. Now, if you have it in a pretty solid case and your case is noisy already, you know, maybe it won't matter to you. But I think overall you're going to hear it. It's definitely something I hear. You'll hear it in the video. If you had decent speakers that catch that frequency range that coil whine is in. But yeah, hard for me to recommend it. I wish I could. I think there's better alternatives out there probably, but you know, I would probably go with RTX 4070 Ti, folks, over this thing. Hey, there you go. That's my thoughts on this. Hope you got something out of the video. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.